Hello friends, welcome to CEC Gurukul Live Lectures. Dear friends, this is a session on career counseling called Pratibha Samvardhan, and today we are giving you tips. If you really wanted to be into a job market, then you need to prepare yourself, and how to prepare yourself, that is another important question. And to give answer to this particular question, we have with us in our studios Miss Ashi Agrawal. Miss Ashi Agrawal is a student counselor and she persistently makes efforts so that she could help you out in finding a better future. So friends, if you have any question, do talk to us through our toll-free number. Our number is 1-800-110-430. I repeat, our number is 1-800-110-430. Let's welcome our guest, Miss Ashi Agrawal, once again, and let's try to gather more tips through her. So Miss Ashi, what else you would like to share with our students who might be watching us right now?
So there's this another tip, which is, I think, if I can stress that this is the most important, and I think that's why I've saved it for the last as well. Seek feedback and learn continuously. Whether you land the job or not, seek feedback from your interviewers, your mentors, to understand areas of improvement. Use this feedback to refine your skills and enhance your future applications. Additionally, never stop learning. Stay abreast of industry trends, acquire new skills through online courses or certifications, and continuously strive to grow both personally and professionally. It's very important. I cannot stress this enough about the importance of feedback. So recently there was a student which came to our organization, and he was seeking, basically he had received a lot of rejections. He wanted to switch his role, however he wasn't able to. Now this person is a B.Tech and an MBA person, to give you a little context of who he was. And the person was finding it difficult to switch the jobs. Now on the outset of it, he thought that his problem was just the technical bit. What happened? He was looking for technical roles, he was looking for technical certification, technical skills. He was continuously searching for courses where he can refine his skill set. But after a good thorough session with him, I actually understood that technical area is not where he lacks. This is actually his strong suit. However, he has been facing rejections because of his communication skills. I understand that even in technical role, the technical skills should be of utmost importance. However, communication skills, if you're not able to understand what your client wants from you, and if you're not able to communicate your problems efficiently, it'll create a problem. He wasn't able to actually convince the interviewers that he can do a good job and he can learn to communicate better. So after a good 1 hour session with him, we actually narrowed down that how he can improve his communication skills. So this is the importance of feedback. It doesn't matter what kind of role you're getting in. It doesn't matter if you're getting rejections. What matters most is that you seek feedback from the people who are rejecting you. Let's say out of 100 you receive good 65, 70 rejections. So imagine 70 feedbacks on how you can improve and why were you rejected. Once you understand the problem, you can definitely find ample of resources to work on them. However, if you don't understand the problem, it'll be very difficult for you to actually proceed to your dream job or proceed to any sort of goal that you have in your mind. So this is why feedback is important. As I've mentioned before, there's an extremely dearth of skilled trained individuals. Now by skilled trained individuals, I don't necessarily imply about the tech roles. What I imply is, even if you're doing psychology, even in that you need to be trained in skills, like in therapy skills. You need to learn them, you need to get trained in them. Similarly, if you're doing an economics graduate, you need to understand what area you want to build skill set in, and then you need to build those skill set, be it technical skill set or be it research skill set. That's up to the particular individual depending on their interest. So yeah, that's about it. I think this feedback thing works. Also, navigating the job market as a fresh graduate, it seems intimidating, extremely scary. I understand you. I was there just a few years back. But with the right strategies and mindset, you can successfully launch your career. So, right mindset and strategies both go hand in hand. So define your goals, polish your resume, leverage networking opportunities, utilize online platforms, prepare for interviews, stay persistent, seek feedback, and continuously upgrade your skill set. Remember, the journey to finding your dream job may have twists and turns, but each step brings you closer to achieving your goals. Embrace the challenge, stay proactive, and seize every opportunity that comes your way. Your future career success awaits you.
So, Ms. Ashri, thank you so much for giving this session. But I too have certain questions, and you have taken me back to the memory lanes when I too was a fresher and was seeking for job, and it seems at that time, there is no job meant for me.
Yes.
There is no job, and you come to a point. I have taken or I have made the wrong career choice.
Yes.
But after some time, when I receive a chance to do my first job, then I realized no, this is the right place for me, and from here I can take leap. And that happened too. Now, another important question which I would like to ask you, we always say that our resume speaks for us. That's why they should be crafted properly. They should be maintained, prepared, keeping in view that it will give a question to the interviewer who is going to take the interview. So how important it is to consider this point. Don't write anything beyond what you are not, as well as never underestimate yourself. Sometimes we tend to hide some things. We feel that नहीं ऐसा करेंगे तो कहीं ऐसा ना हो जाए कि वो कहेंगे अच्छा आपने ऐसे कैसे कर लिया. So though both the points are very important, not to underestimate yourself, neither to overestimate yourself. So how important is to take care of this point while crafting the resume?
Okay, so I'll speak from experience, because I think what one's been through is what actually works, and you understand that better. So I was in the category where I overestimated myself, where I put something in my resume which I wasn't really sure about. I just took a training program in that for 2 days, 3 days, and after that I wrote it. Yes, I know how to do that. However, now this was a problem, because when I was asked the same in an interview, thank God it was an internship interview, not a job interview. So when I was asked questions and I wasn't able to properly answer them, my interviewer actually told me, she guided me that this is not how you put things on your resume. If you're skilled, then you put it. And also, there's one helpful tip that I can share. Let's say we're talking about specific skill set. Let's say we're talking about Microsoft Excel. You know how to operate Excel. However, you're not very sure on till what degree you are doing that. So what you can do is, in brackets, you can put basic, intermediate or advanced based on your skill set. This is something which I do and always advise, because this gives the interviewer a good idea of your proficiency as well. You can also mention that skill set. It's not like just because I'm not confident about something, so you don't mention it. No, you need to mention that, but it needs to highlight what kind of proficiency you have in that particular thing. So keeping this basic, intermediate and advanced thing in little brackets always helps.
Same as you, I too have done a mistake, specifically and especially when you are giving an interview for your dream job.
Yes.
And you yourself present yourself what you haven't presented, and the person, the interviewer, asked, are you sure?
Yes.
And I had no other option, and I had to say yes, though I was feeling from inside that I have quoted myself wrong. But because once I've said yes, I had to admit yes.
You have to back yourself up.
Exactly. So this is an important point which we need to take care while facing an interview board, as well as presenting and preparing our resume. And each one of us has our stories while narrating them, and it gives us privilege in the sense that we help others. Please don't commit the same mistake. What we did in the past, please kindly make it sure that it should not be, committed by you. So now the communication skills, as we have discussed in the session also, are very, very important.
Yes.
Now, if anyone who's, for example, whose English is not good, though the criteria today is English, everybody wants to hire the candidates who have better communication skills, but they are good in English also. So for all those students who still are striving with their communication skills, what tips you want to give to them?
With communication skills, I think it's not really limited to the language. It can be in any language. Communication skills basically means that you're able to formulate your ideas and present it coherently in front of the other person. So even if you are comfortable in Hindi, please sure go ahead and give your interview in the desired language. There is no language barrier, and unless obviously the job is like a client facing role where you are talking with international clients, that's an exception. But otherwise, if you feel comfortable, please speak in whatever language you are okay with, because communication is not about language. And when we talk about language, let's say you want to get fluency in English per se, it's also not that hard. You can just follow up some courses, or you can just practice in front of the mirror. You can watch some English movies. There are good YouTube channels that you can follow which will help you work in the particular language. And why English? Let's say you want to learn a new foreign language. Even for that, you can actually follow. There are very good YouTube channels. Just go up, type in whatever you want, search for it, see a few couple videos, and whatever channel appeals the best to you and your goals, just follow them, and I'm sure it'll help you. Communication skills should not be a barrier, and it is very easy to work on them.
And it is always said that your school days are very important, very, very important. And nowadays, lots of activities are carried throughout the school level, in whichever class, in whichever grade you are. So one should participate in that. And that, of course, will enhance the communication skills, both the verbal and non-verbal. Both of them are very important. Now, what's important I would like to ask you now is that being professionals in different fields, we have this leverage that when we face an interview board, because we keep on changing our jobs, and every time we change a job, we enter into a market where we have this privilege when we are asked, what is your expectation, what CTC you would like to have, what is your current CTC, and what you would like to have in the future. But for the fresher who is facing the interview board for the first time, and if he or she is asked, what are your expectations, how should one respond?
Now, this one question troubled me the most as a fresh graduate, because how you about to set your expectations. You can definitely do a thorough market search, but still, how, since you haven't had a job before, how can you actually support your desired CTC? How will you support that? So I always did two things. My first step would be to always try and give a manipulative answer. I do not want to answer that question directly. Now in interviews, one thing that I've learned from my experience is you don't have to answer in yes or no. Your answers should be in statements, and it doesn't have to be yes, no. You can say, for example, if I'm asked for the current CTC question, I would say, I'm actually more interested in talking about the role, and I'm sure that we can discuss about the CTC a little bit later on, right? So you can this is just a little example. There are many other ways that you can actually push the talk, or you can say, whatever is the current market trend going on. So according to that is exactly what I desire, the same thing, right? But sometimes what happens is they still push you because they want a number from you. You can give a number, but do not give one number. Give it in a range. Okay, let's say 6 to 8. Give it in a range and say, according to my market research, I have done this set role for fresh graduates, or let's say you have an experience for 3 to 4 years of experience. This is what professionals are being paid. So this is exactly what is my expectation. So two things: give it a bracket and support it with your research. So these two things will actually help you save a face also, in case you're getting confused and nervous, and also it will help not make you feel like you're after the money, so the HR will not be able to hold it against you.
As well as never be regretted once you're out of the board. I mean, the interview board. Afterwards, you feel, ye thoda kam quote kar diya. I would have said more.
Yes.
And when you meet other candidates and those who says, humne to itna bola hai, and they are ready to give that, then you feel you have taken the wrong decision. You have said something wrong. You might have thought thousands of times, and then you would have quoted. But life is different for each one of us, and our perception, the way of looking things, always makes makes a difference, and with this gist and with this immense desire to do well in life, that is the most important thing. Money will come and it will keep flowing, but what important is to work on herself or himself is very, very important.
Yeah, because the job skill set is very important. If you're trained in that particular skill set, companies will actually reward you accordingly. If you're not trained on skill set, how can we expect them to pay us? Right?
Definitely.
And this is something which the fresh graduates need to understand, that just following your course is not going to help you. There are a lot of other things as well that you need to build on your skills. Let's say digital marketing, let's say financial modeling, anything and everything, since there are so many diverse fields. So you need to build your skill set if you want to quantify them, and if you want to get paid for them. So this is very important, that you build the skill sets.
Exactly, you'll build your skill set, and for sure whatever job you are getting, you are going to learn something new, and that will help you out when you will enter into another job.
Yes.
So Ms. Arshi, thank you so much for this wonderful session, and we would like to have many more such sessions like this one with you in the near future, and we wish you good luck too. May you be the torch bearer and you keep on motivating the students. Whosoever meets you would always have this privilege of getting maximum through you. So let's pray and let's wish she be the change maker in the near future. So friends, if you have any questions, any queries, do write to us at cecgurukul.live@gmail.com. We are going to upload this lecture on YouTube for you, so that you can access this lecture the number of times you wanted. And yes, afterwards, if you feel so, you have questions or suggestions, to write to us on the same ID, that is cecgurukul.live@gmail.com. And we are taking your leave with the promise that we are going to meet again next Thursday. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Thank you once again.